And woo! To the first true episode of Twisted Trails Riding Deep. So the reason I picked that name is manyfold. First one, pretty obvious. Doing a lot of trail riding, whether that's on mountain bikes or dirt bikes. Whew. Primarily what it's been about. But also, my life has been one of many, many twists and turns, to say the least. Oh, it's a turn twisted. All right, I'm gonna be quiet and just climb. Ooh. Okay, so before I got out of breath and almost had a heart attack, what I was talking about was I've changed the name of the channel to kind of better reflect what I'm doing now. I started it, about 5 years ago, and at the time I was in flight school for rotor helicopter and going to Southern Utah University, and since then I have graduated and I am now a commercial helicopter pilot and commercial drone operator. I don't really, you know, one of the things I wish other channels would do, not a lot do these days, at least as far as mountain biking goes. Everybody films going downhill because obviously that's the fun part to watch, but it would seem as though nobody has to pedal uphill and enjoy things like that view I just caught. It was so absolutely amazing. So that looks like a fun jump. Oh. So this is again Thor's Hideout trail. A lot of fun, really twisty turny. If you come up on a quad or a motorcycle, you can actually ride slightly different trail than this, but in the same general beautiful area. I actually have a video on my YouTube regarding that particular trail. I'll link it to this video. But back to what I was saying about the name Twisted Trails Riding Deep. You know, my life, I've spent roughly 18 years in the U.S. military, active duty as a Marine Corps infantryman, and also as a reconnaissance infantryman and a cavalry scout in the California Army National Guard. I deployed 3 times with the U.S. Marine Corps, and then twice with the California Army National Guard. Over the years, I got out in 2015, so kind of caught a bulk of our wartime. Deployed a few times for that. Woo! You won't find me talking a whole lot about my experiences there anywhere. However, I can tell you that it really influenced who I am as a man and as a human being. My outlook on life is very different, probably, than a lot of people. Whew. Okay, so right here is where a lot of people get lost. If you follow this trail straight, you're going to get on the dirt bike and quad trail, which kind of goes straight up and down the hills. Whereas if you turn right on the correct trail, you go up Thor's Hideout, the actual single track, which is just for hiking and mountain biking. As you can tell, very, very few people actually go up Thor's trail on their mountain bike. You'll see why. It's a fair amount of work. All right, so as you can see, by the nearly complete lack of mountain bike tracks on this trail, it's not one of the more crowded trails here in the Cedar City area. Despite its blue designation, it is a lot of work. There is some exposure up higher, and I would say it takes a little bit of skill to negotiate, and definitely some endurance, which, as you can hear, I am lacking. Woo! Some work. Super pretty though. What a great ride. Honestly, I am not a gigantic fan of the shuttle only culture that seems to exist in our sport. And I know that my anger, some of you, and I don't mean to be offensive, but I just don't care. Because frankly, the downhill feels a whole lot better if you climbed up the uphill. Now, of course, that being said, there's some of that exposure I was talking about. That being said, I don't climb Brian Head on my skis every time I go skiing for the ski patrol. So I'm a little bit of a hypocrite there, I suppose. Woo! So really, if you like technical climbing, or even really, it's not extremely difficult, but it's fairly technical. You really like Thor's Hideout. That sound means it's time to turn around. All right, deep riders. So, took me 23 minutes to climb 1.5 miles, and now we're headed downhill. You might have noticed, if you had a sharp eye, that in some of the off-bike footage of going down, I had my seat, my saddle raised all the way up, ouch, and It's not actually how I go downhill typically, although I just messed up because I didn't have my seat where I thought it was. It was lowered. I'm definitely much more of a cross-country kind of guy than I am efficient at downhill, as you no doubt can tell from my downhill videos. I am a slow downhiller, that is for sure. I love it though, it's fun. Woo! So the deep divers part, or deep riders part, or the riding deep part of the name is, I don't know about you guys and gals, but I really enjoy moto vlogs where the guy or gal actually, talks about their life, what's going on in the world a little bit, and just gives their little bit of their thoughts while they're riding, because it's fun to see somebody else's life and learn what they're all about, and at the same time be able to watch some cool scenery go by. So I don't know if you guys like that or not, but some of my videos are going to be like that. So, and that's that. So I'll be riding deep, doing a little thinking while I ride. I like to clear my head while I'm riding. That's actually how this ride happened, is I inadvertently opened up my Facebook page, and within 30 seconds I was embroiled in a stupid argument that no one will ever win, because they're not going to change my mind and I'm not going to change theirs. So really silly. But nonetheless, I'm not going to lie to you, I do enjoy a spirited debate from time to time, where people are thinking and exchanging ideas, and man, that's actually quite fun. What people don't realize is that despite my military background, I'm not a far right-wing kind of guy. I'm actually much more centrist on most issues than people would realize. I would actually call myself a social liberal. I have 4 brothers and sisters, a gay brother and a gay sister, lesbian sister, whatever. So I don't, personally, and I could probably speak for most of the military. Now that's stretching it. A lot of people, most guys and gals I knew in the US military really don't care if you're gay at all. Just, be cool about it. Just be cool. Don't be a jerk. That's all. So there's that. Interestingly, my siblings, most of them, don't follow me on Facebook, just because of political reasons. And frankly, that really is sad. I used to have a sister, well, all my siblings are actually highly intelligent, most college graduates, some with master's degrees, and used to have very fun debates, because they are definitely on the more left-leaning of the spectrum, I would say, which is cool. That's fine. However, I caught one of my siblings on her Facebook page. I don't know what she was thinking. Had taken something I had said and put it out of context on her Facebook page and called me, some pretty good names. I don't really remember exactly what they are because that would be silly. But she did, and it really sucked, frankly. And so now we don't have spirited debate. Look how pretty that is. Spirited debate at all. And you know, it kind of seems like that's what's happened to a large portion of our country, and it saddens me a great deal, because if we can't talk to each other and establish commonalities, which we have, all of us probably have more in common than we have differences. You know, I believe we can all agree that the Tiger King is fantastic and excellent highbrow entertainment. Oh, this is a fun trail. So again, this is Thor's Hideout at Thunderbird Gardens trails. Highly recommend this place. Alright, so that is singles track. Alrighty then. You ever want to know what your suspension's doing? That's a good one. So what took me 23 minutes to go up took roughly 7 minutes to go down. And yeah, so that's that. So I greatly appreciate you guys and gals coming along. I really should put the please subscribe and like at the beginning of my videos, because it seems like most people are gone by about 4 minutes. So I will try to make them more entertaining in the future as much as I possibly can. But I sincerely appreciate anybody that's made it this far. In fact, I appreciate anybody watching any part of my videos at all. It is definitely a labor of love of mine over the past 5 years, and I hope you enjoy twisted trails and riding deep. So all right, deep riders, I appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.